Right, hello. Now, what we're going to do now, what I'm going to show you is my lunchtime kale smoothie. This is something that I have most lunchtimes if I'm feeling like I'm eating too much crap, which is going to happen over a weekend, and you just want to detox, whatever that means, for the week, and lose a bit of the old, midriff. Kale smoothie. Kale is just so packed full of good stuff. All the science I'm going to put in the blog post, so you can have a little look at that. As to why I put in what I put in, but this is just how to do it. I use a Magimix, which is an absolutely essential piece of kit. Look for it on Amazon, and we start with some unsweetened almond milk. This is amazing. I use it for pretty much everything. If I'm going to make porridge or coffee or anything else. This is all sort of arbitrary amounts that I've kind of figured out as I've gone along. It's probably around 250, 300 mils of that, somewhere in that region. But 29 calories per 200 ml serving, so stick that in your porridge and you're laughing. Right, so what else do we put in there? I like a bit of celery, again, very good for the gentleman. I'll explain why in the blog post. Roughly chop stuff up, bung it in there. Carrots are good, get that beta carotene in your life. So I bung one of those in, so it's super easy, doesn't take very long. Half a avocado. Now a little tip when you're cutting an avocado, this one's not massively ripe. Nice sharp knife all the way around the edges. Give them a little twist. Now that stone, you can be spending ages digging that out with a. Now watch your fingers, but just get your blade in there. Give it a little twist. Oh, and it hasn't worked. But, oh, that's a load of rubbish, isn't it? What normally happens is you stick your knife in, give it a twist, and he comes out. But that hasn't happened this time. But it does normally. Never mind. We'll use this half. Right. Before I dirty my spoon on my avocado, this is some pea and rice protein that I've mixed together. This is your protein, because this is a entirely vegetarian dish. A bit of a mess there, never mind, won't worry about that. The brand I use, again in the blog post I'll explain why we use this and what it does for you, but I use these guys, these Pulsing brands, very very good. Get it from your local health food store, Amazon, all that jazz. Here's what it's all about. So I'll make it go green. Handful of spinach. Lovely jubbly. I mean, this is just all to taste. You'll figure it out as you go. That's half the fun, isn't it? And kale. This is the good stuff. It's so good for you. But you know, raw. It's not that easy. Now, you can use other sorts of blenders, but a Magimix or some of the more ridiculously expensive ones will blend it down so much that it becomes very soupy, and it's much more palatable. It gets all those tough stalks blended down so that they're easy to eat or drink, whatever you do. And we'll scoop out our avocado, bung him in there. Lovely jubbly. All natural, all good, all easy, extraordinarily healthy. You're not going to put any weight on, and it's not as horrible as you might think. Now, I am just going to grab one more thing. I might just have to remove my mic, it won't stretch that far. If you want to sweeten it up a little bit of the stevia, and this is a great brand that I highly recommend because it comes out like sugar, not as bitter as stevia can be with other brands, and just half a teaspoon in there just to take the edge off all that edge off the veg. So tuned in, I've got a smoothie setting on here. You're going to love this noise. I've got a spatula to get it moving. And starting to go. If you find it's too thick, you can always bung a bit of water in there or something. A bit more milk. Here she goes. The magic happen. I guess my flask. We'll go up a notch. Might cut this bit out. Put some ice in there if you want to chill it. That's always nice. Very, very nutritious though. Quick. Quite tasty. It's like green tea, I suppose. You know, the first time you try that, you think, oh, it's a bit bitter, and then after a while you realise it tastes like nature and grass and all that good stuff. Right. Take the lid off, always useful. You ready? There you go. Look at that. One healthy green smoothie. Goes down like, I don't know, like a chilled avocado soup or something. I've put chilli in this before, yeah, bang of chilli, whatever. But it's very, very good for you. And you'll live longer and you'll be happier and fitter. And it's better than chips and Coke and sandwiches. Cheers. Mm.